Hi, and welcome to our first video segment on polynomials. We're going to be discussing the different types of polynomials, their graphs, and operations with polynomials, and finding their zeros, or where they cross the x-axis. But before we begin, please take a few minutes, read the narrative at the top of the page, just a few short paragraphs, and when you're finished, summarize them in 3 complete sentences, making sure to use correct grammar, punctuation, and spelling. Additionally, if you can think of an example of where you may have seen a polynomial graph in real life, jot that down, and then we'll share those ideas when we get together in class. Restart the video when you're done reading the paragraphs and writing your summary. We'll see you in a few minutes. All right, so let's begin. First off, a polynomial has multiple terms that contain positive integer exponents. So our exponents in our equations have to be positive whole numbers. Let's look at some examples and see what we think. 5x squared minus 2x. Do you think that is or is not a polynomial? Is a polynomial. I'm just going to write is a poly because it only has positive exponents. I should say positive integer exponents. What about 3x squared minus 2x to the negative 2? Is not, because we have a negative exponent. If we look at the square root of x minus 2, what do you think? Do you see a negative exponent, a fraction, a decimal? Well, this is a little tricky. This is not a polynomial because square roots can be written x minus 2 to the 1/2. I don't know if you recall that, but a square root is really the quantity to the 1/2. So we can't have any radical signs. Now I've got 5 over x cubed plus 1. What do you think? This one is not a polynomial because we have an exponent. Actually, we have a variable, because even if we had a single x down there, it would be x to the negative 1. If we have a variable in the denominator, because this 1 over x cubed is really x to the negative 3rd if we wrote it in that notation. How about 4x to the 0.3? Obviously not. Not a poly because it has a decimal exponent. Now I'd like to go over some vocabulary review with you, but just remembering that a polynomial only has positive whole number exponents. This is just simply a review of some vocabulary. We did this back in our Algebra 1 unit, but I just wanted to refresh everybody's memory. First off, terms of a polynomial are separated by addition. So in 4x to the third plus 2x squared plus 7x plus 4, this has 1, 2, 3, 4